We're talking today with Harvard University psychiatrist John Mack, who studied the cases of about 100 people, at least, who claim that they've been abducted by aliens. Randy here says his abduction occurred while he was awake. He is here with his sister, Glinda, who says she, too, has been abducted since childhood. And at 5 years old, what happened? So, some of what Dr. Mack described earlier here?
Right. I consciously remembered my experience when I was 5, but I had bits of it that were missing. And what I remember is that through my wall came some beings around my bed.
If you find the sister's claim impossible to believe, a being of intelligence that can pass through walls and lock doors, Dr. Mack, obviously well read in the planet's ancient literature from 2,000 to 4,000 years ago, would ask you this question.
Why, if every other culture except this one in the history of the human race has believed there were other entities, other intelligences in the universe, why are we so goofy about this? Why do we treat people like they're crazy and humiliate them if they are experiencing some other entity, some other intelligence that's coming across?
Oprah's response will be quick-witted and point to the one first-century assimilation of the ancient literature that a portion of my audience will love, but another may attack with harsh language devoid of any reference to the ancient clay, papyri, or modern air technical intelligence reports.
Because we like living in a little box with a closed door on it. I think that's basically it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
In Western tradition, here is one extant breadcrumb to the far more ancient literature. Foot-stomped in the Roman-backed Evangelion of John, for Johnny Mack, and anyone else willing to do the work.
It was late that Sunday evening, and the disciples were gathered together behind locked doors because they were afraid of the Jewish authorities. Then Jesus came and stood among them.
Peace be with you.
A week later, the disciples were together again indoors, and Thomas was with them. The doors were locked, but Jesus came and stood among them.
Peace be with you.
The Roman-backed New Testament assimilates all of the world's literature and traditions of the time period to include the Essenes. If you can track the Last Supper to a Mithraeum, then can you find the earliest literature to suggest the interdimensional hypothesis?